Rahul-less, rudderless and sinking fast. Congress crisis deepens every minute. With resigned Rahul missing in action and leaderless party in survival mode, Shashi Tharoor says enough is enough.
Somebody has to be there to stop or to persuade or to argue or to do something rather than it just happening.
Will the Congress listen to its Kerala MP? Or has defeat knocked the wind out of the party? Can the Congress turn the tide before it's too late? Well, the Congress has been facing a leadership crisis and a leadership vacuum ever since Rahul Gandhi quit his post as party president following the Lok Sabha poll catastrophe for the party. Now clamours are growing louder for Priyanka Gandhi, his sister, to take over as the next Congress president. Kerala MP Shashi Tharoor has claimed that a lack of leadership has been hurting the Congress and has backed Rahul Gandhi's sister as the possible next president. Punjab Chief Minister Captain also pushed for Priyanka's elevation as the Congress chief. Amarinder Singh has said that Priyanka Gandhi will get complete support from the party and that she had the intelligence and instincts to understand the needs of the nation. However, the Congress is also in a huge dilemma after Eknath Gaikwad's appointment letter had Congress president written on it. So does this mean that Rahul Gandhi is still the Congress president? Is he still the Congress president by name? Who has accepted his resignation? No clarity. Rahul-less and rudderless.
Each week that the party delays making a decision, the price the party pays goes up well beyond $1 million. It is looking at 1 million votes perhaps, and that is something we have to really worry about. What we are seeing is a level of disarray which is not worthy of a grand national party that we are, and that must end, and it will end the moment a quick, efficient decision is taken. First thing is appoint an interim president, so somebody has been authorized to take decisions. If somebody like the Goa opposition leader leaves with most of the party, that somebody has to be there to stop or to persuade or to argue or to do something rather than it just happening. When I was asked by the journalist who interviewed me today whether I had any views about Priyanka Gandhi, I said she has the charisma, she has ability, many party workers admire her. I hope that she would throw her hat on the ring. Even she would gain from an electoral process within the party.
കോൺഗ്രസിനെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം ഒരു കോൺഗ്രസിൻ്റെ നേതാവ് എന്നതിൽ ശശി തരൂർ പ്രകടിപ്പിക്കുന്നത് ഒരു കോൺഗ്രസ്സുകാരൻ്റെ ഒരു വികാരമാണ്. അത് ഞാൻ കുറ്റപ്പെടുത്തുന്നില്ല. പക്ഷെ നാളില്ലാത്ത അവസ്ഥയൊന്നുമില്ല. കോൺഗ്രസിൻ്റെ പ്രസിഡന്റ് രാജിവെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. രാജിവെച്ചപ്പോൾ തന്നെ അദ്ദേഹം പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു അടുത്തൊരു പ്രസിഡന്റ് വരുന്നവരെ ആവശ്യമായിട്ടുള്ള ചുമതലകളൊക്കെ ഞാൻ നിർവഹിക്കാമെന്ന്. കഴിഞ്ഞ വർക്കിംഗ് കമ്മിറ്റി തന്നെ അദ്ദേഹം പറഞ്ഞതാണ്. വർക്കിംഗ് കമ്മിറ്റി കൂടാൻ തീരുമാനിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ ഓഗസ്റ്റ് മാസത്തിലെ ആദ്യവാരത്തിൽ കോൺഗ്രസ് വർക്കിംഗ് കമ്മിറ്റി ഉണ്ടാവും. ആ വർക്കിംഗ് കമ്മിറ്റിയിൽ വെച്ച് പാർട്ടി പ്രസിഡന്റുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട കാര്യങ്ങൾക്ക് അന്തിമമായ തീരുമാനമുണ്ടാവും.
Shashi Tharoor is one person who is in Delhi all the time, and he has got proximity with all leaders, including Rahul ji, Sonia ji, and all other eminent persons of Delhi Congress. That being the situation, he should have ventilated his view in such a way that he can, put it in a forceful manner over there, instead of speaking to the press. I just don't agree with what he said.
Consider the following points. The two senior leaders of the Congress party, very credible, elected representatives. They've got their own following. Shashi Tharoor from the south and Captain Amarinder Singh in the north have both said that a wake-up call is necessary for the Congress party, and both have said Priyanka Gandhi can take the mantle as the new Congress president. There are problems with that, we'll debate it, but consider these following points. There is no clarity yet on Rahul's successor as the Congress president. There's no clarity. Nobody knows if he's still the president or not the president. Rahul's resignation is still hanging, and there is no leadership that has been named in its stead even at this time. Rahul was abroad for the entire Karnataka crisis. He was nowhere to be found, and the Karnataka crisis played out in his absence. Rahul Gandhi very conspicuously skipped Sheila Dikshit's funeral. He was abroad. Wasn't it important enough for him to come back and attend and be personally part of it? He missed the Sonbhadra protests, where his sister Priyanka Gandhi was a central opposition figure. Rahul skipped crucial days in Parliament where there were many things that the opposition was trying to hold the government accountable for or stop it from passing certain bills. Rahul, who is the Member of Parliament from Wayanad, was nowhere to be found. Nobody knows where he was, what he was doing. He's reported to be in the United States, even though his mother and his sister were here. What was he doing? Nobody actually knows. Mosmi Singh is with me live. She's been tracking everything that goes on here. Mosmi, with Captain Amarinder Singh and Shashi Tharoor speaking out today and sort of accepting that Priyanka Gandhi can take this mantle, what are you hearing? What does this mean? I thought this whole succession was supposed to be about removing family, getting in fresh leadership. Is this going to be about Priyanka now, Mosmi?
Shiv, Shakespeare said in his very famous lines that man's life is 7 stages of role play, and those 7 stages of man are first the infant, and then you have the various stages. And I'm just wondering whether the Congress is also enacting an entire drama which has several stages, and now, very carefully Priyanka's name is being mooted or shall we say allegedly planted to show that there is absolutely a lack of choice, absolutely a lack of consensus amongst all the other leaders. Priyanka is the only savior that can actually save the party. Yes, it has come from credible faces like Captain Amarinder Singh, from Shashi Tharoor, but Shiv, one has to take all these suggestions with a pinch of salt, because after all it was the BJP that mounted a scathing attack on dynastic politics. Priyanka made a grand VVIP entry as the General Secretary. What was a locus standi earlier?
Yes.
Does a common man in Congress make an entry by being the General Secretary of a party of a very crucial state? Those questions need to be answered.
Very, very true, Mosmi, and I take your example very seriously. I mean, it's all up in the air, because on the one hand, it seems preposterous, because a mandate of the kind that the Congress has just suffered would seem to suggest that dynasty has been rejected by the electorate, and yet here you have 2 credible elected representatives of the Congress party pushing the name of yet another Gandhi, which begs the question, is it only a Gandhi who can keep the flock together? Mosmi, thank you very much for that. I'll keep coming back to you on those developments. But Rahul Gandhi has been missing in action for a very crucial juncture here. Joining me live now, Neeti Jain, spokesperson of the BJP, and Syed Asad Abbas, who is a political commentator. I want to tell our viewers that the Congress is still not sending spokespersons to these television debates. They had decided not to do so for a month. It's been over a month now, but nobody from the Congress will represent the party on television debates. Syed, as you will see, is a familiar face now. He speaks against the BJP. But he's an independent political commentator. Syed, I want to start. Neeti, I want to start with you now. What are you making of this? Another Gandhi, and her name being suggested by both, Amarinder Singh and Shashi Tharoor. It's a very familiar thing to hear, people in the Congress recommending the Gandhis for leadership. But even during this crisis, when everyone thought it would be a non-Gandhi who would succeed Rahul, but no, it appears to be Priyanka's name that's coming up.
Shiv, at the outset, I'd like to clarify that while this is an internal matter of the Congress and who they choose to be their president is not for the BJP to comment on. However, that said, Congress being the largest, or was supposed to be the largest opposition party in the country, and in any democracy, an opposition is very important.
Yes.
And that is why I'd like to reiterate something that we've been saying since forever now, that Congress is left with no niti, no niyat and no neta, which is being publicly accepted by all the senior leadership of Congress today. The Congress is not a drift of intelligent, smart leaders in the party, but somehow they're unable to think beyond the dynasty.
Yeah.
And which is what they need to consider and think about. Is getting another Gandhi going to help them, or do they really need to plan a resurrection from the ground? Because if you look at the states today, the states are not in sync with anything, because there's no policy of the party left. And with the state elections coming, are we going to fight a lone battle all over again? It's a question that Congress needs to answer.
Considering the Congress's performance, especially in Uttar Pradesh and especially in the area which was under Priyanka Gandhi's charge, I mean, has the Congress learnt no lessons? Is Priyanka Gandhi the best that they can come up with at a time like this? Or is this just a cynical admission that only the Gandhis can lead the Congress party and nobody else has the, the unifying capacity to do such a thing? And I want to completely agree with what Neeti has said about the opposition, Syed, because most people will say, why are you questioning the Congress? Why don't you question the government? The whole point is, if the Congress continues in this way, nobody can question the government. The opposition will cease to exist.
I think, Shiv, first point that I'd like to speak here is that certainly the mandate was in the favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party throughout India, 300 plus seats in the Lok Sabha Assembly. There is no doubt about it. The BJP certainly is running very strong. But I certainly do believe and feel that Priyanka Gandhi is certainly the next level leader. I will tell you what happened. She certainly did not contest for the elections, but also, as a matter of fact, when Sonbhadra massacre happened, when this leader was here, a tall leader such as Yogi Adityanath, the UP Chief Minister, could not able to keep her presence there. That insecurity spells doom for BJP in UP, because what would have caused if Priyanka Gandhi is able to meet the victims' families? But if she isn't even allowed to enter, what is the insecurity? Where does it come from?
Okay.
The reason is, even though the ruling government, BJP, does see a strong leader in Priyanka Gandhi,
okay,
that is where it comes from. They know that isme baat hai. She has that spark, that instinct. Okay. She's
fair point. Let Neeti answer that, because this is something, Neeti, this is something we heard during the campaign as well. During the 2019 campaign as well, when there were debates about Priyanka, the allegation against the BJP is that BJP Priyanka mein kuch dekhta hai, they see something in her, and that's why so much attention is being paid to her. What do you say to Syed, who says that the Sonbhadra issue is proof that the BJP is nervous about Priyanka?
Absolutely. Yes.
So I think the 2019 verdict is an answer to whatever you're saying right now, because you've used this exact argument in the 2019 elections, where even the Prime Minister was scared of her, so that sir, I heard you. Let me finish. So whose fault is that?
Sure.
We were ready to have her contest. The entire country was waiting for her to come in contest. If she did not contest, who was afraid? Were we afraid, or was she afraid? So that is a question that you need to answer, and there's no point getting into rhetoric about, oh, you're so scared of her, you're so scared. Every time we come and ask you, what has she done?
No,
what is her credential and what has she done in the past?
There is a lack of imagination here, Syed.
Can you answer my question?
Syed, but Syed, you're defending Priyanka Gandhi. Syed, you're defending Priyanka Gandhi by saying that she didn't stand for elections. The fact is, East UP was under her. You know how many seats that the Congress won over there. You know how many seats the non-BJP parties won over there. The fact is, she got her entry as a general secretary without doing anything else for the party. She's only campaigned in the Gandhi bastions before that, and Amethi was lost this time as well. What has she done to earn this kind of respect, apart from being a Gandhi? Because even performance-wise, she has proven to be a failure so far. I'm not talking about the future, but so far she's proven to be a failure.
Shiv. Okay, Shiv. I'm sure you are very
learned. And apart from being Indira Gandhiji's granddaughter, if you have any answer to that, I'd be more than willing to listen.
Let Syed finish.
Please do not interrupt.
Yeah.
All right, let me finish. Thank you very much. Okay, Shiv, I know you. You're a very well-read man, and you've made the right points there. My question to the BJP here is that when she's a dynast, when she has no credits, laurels, nothing towards her, फिर डर किस बात का है? बड़े लोग, आपको डर किस बात क्या है? What will happen if she goes to Sonbhadra?
But this is the same thing that you were asking during the election campaign also.
You lose the UP assembly elections. डर किस बात का है आपको? आप बताइए. Please answer BJP spokesperson, Madam.
Okay.
आपको डर किस बात का है?
Because there are UP elections coming.
Sir, I honestly feel that you guys are living in a denial. You guys are living in denial, and you fail to understand the verdict that has been given to you. That the BJP is definitely not scared. The person who is scared is the one who did not come forward when there was need to be forward. Rahul Gandhi wakes up 48 hours after the RTI Act is passed, and he comes and comments on that. So you really need to understand the kind of leadership crisis that you're going through. There is no point questioning the BJP at this point at the question that you are being asked. And you don't need to answer it to us. I mean, you
So,
obviously, you're not answerable to the BJP.
Neeti.
But these are some questions that you need to ask yourself.
So, ma'am,
Neeti,
Let
you know,
me
I just want to come in. Syed, one second.
You did not
Syed,
answer.
one second. One question for Neeti, and then you can come in on that. I just want to say, Neeti, the BJP, you know, during the campaign as well, there was always this sense that was put out by, you know, Priyanka's advisors and those close to her that देखो 2019 का election को छोड़ो because her entrance has come in late. The real point is about the UP assembly elections that are going to come, you know, in a couple of years from now. So that may have been a way to hedge, you know, the catastrophe under her charge in eastern UP and then the 2019 election. But I am asking you, with the Sonbhadra issue, at least the Congress has shown there is some sign of life, because before that there was nothing at all. The opposition says that the BJP wants to try and stem any signs of life within the Congress, and the only signs of life within the Congress seems to be Priyanka now, Neeti.
You know, Shiv, I don't think whatever she did on the Sonbhadra issue, it was just a desperate attempt to remain relevant in either UP or national politics, because the Congress has been completely out of making any news or even giving any reaction to any news that is being made. So this was the vulture politics of one incident happens and you go and try and be relevant over that, and that is just the politics of it.
Okay.
So I would definitely not say that you can term that as the great resurrection of the Congress party.
Okay, so the BJP says this is not going to be the big resurrection, this is vulture politics, it's not going to work. The electorate has already decided on Priyanka Gandhi, is what the BJP says. Syed, go for it. Yeah.
Quick counter to what the BJP spokesperson has said. My simple question here is, Priyanka Gandhi, okay, so you mean to say to be relevant politically she has made that attempt. Nevertheless, that is your speculation. I will leave it at that. But you cannot question the intention or even the people with her when she is coming out to. What would be the problem when a politically irrelevant, decimated Congress General Secretary is there of the UP East Assembly? If she is able to be there and just meet the people. Yogi ji ne unko milaya tak nahi, lekin unhone kya kiya?
I just want to say,
did PM Modi, apart from a tweet, or I am not even aware whether he tweeted about it.
So as long as you're not troubling the security of the area, as long as you're not using that issue, we don't have a problem with Priyanka Gandhi sitting on a dharna for ages. As long as you're not
Modi ji takes camera even when he's meditating.
You're going to a sensitive area and creating
Modi ji takes a camera even if he goes to meet his mother. Modi ji takes a camera.
I just want to say, okay.
Why such level of megalomaniaism?
Many attempts,
Tell me,
many
Modi ji goes to
attempts.
meditate, camera.
Syed, many attempts.
Camera is following him.
Many attempts were made.
You lose on a fact,
Many attempts were made during the.
not a good debate.
Many attempts. One second. One second.
What did your government do with respect to
The point is, okay,
Did any of your leader be there?
Syed and Neeti, we're out of time.
Meet the victims.
We're out of time, but I just want to say many occasions during the 2019 campaign, attempts were made to try and put Modi against Priyanka, Modi against Rahul, and the mandate has basically shown that that has not worked at all. People have completely rejected it. The point now is, has the Congress got no imagination to look beyond the Gandhis, or has it simply accepted that nobody but the Gandhis can keep the flock together and keep the grand old party from splintering, and the only way to move forward after the disastrous leadership of Rahul Gandhi is going to be another Gandhi? That is the ironic question that faces India's oldest party. Neeti and Syed, thank you very much for joining me on debate number 2.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.